Welcome back to another episode of Cheapskate Nation. If you remember a couple months back, I had a P0456 code in my 2014 Ford Fusion. And I did a little test with using a condom to test the gas cap flap. That's supposed to let air in. It sucked it in, but here's the second test that you want to do. So real quick, you just want to remove the cover, remove part of the intake manifold, and then get down here to your purge valve for your evap system. You want to unplug it and disconnect it like I have it here. And then you want to take and put your finger over this side of it. And if it's making vacuum, then that tells you that you have a bad valve and that you're going to have to replace it. Now these purge valves, they come as kits. They come with all new lines, which you can buy them like that, or you can buy them just the valve itself and try to replace just the plastic part. It's a hard plastic line that connects to it, so fixing that and getting it attached to that can sometimes be difficult. I haven't ordered the part yet, so we're going to go down to the auto parts store later today and see what they have available for me. They're usually pretty cheap. Now remember, you are going to have the car running to do a check to see if it's leaking. And what I mean that it's leaking is when the purge solenoid is working correctly, it closes off all that seal right there. And as you can see, it had no power going to it. It wasn't connected up at all. And it was letting my glove suck into it. So that's how you want to test it. The engine does have to be running. So here's the tools that you will need is a 13mm deep socket, a pick tool, and a 7mm socket. Doesn't matter. The 7mm is for the hose clamps that go here and back here. The 13mm here is for a stud that goes in right here, or this stud that holds that tube in place. Once you get that all off, this part will just lift up. And then you got access to this plug right here and this connection tube right here. So that's what the pick is for. I use the pick to get down, back, and underneath and pop that up. Getting this apart from there is a little bit tricky because it is sealed with O-rings. Well, after a short drive to the auto parts store, O'Reilly's, and $137.99 later, I have the part. I was really hoping to just get this solenoid, remove this part, put it back in, but obviously it comes as all one assembly. So this is where the fun begins, because this is the only easy side to get. These other two are buried down underneath the intake manifold. So here's what we got to replace. We follow these lines, it splits and tees off, comes all the way around. We got one line that comes up here. That's the easy one to get. And then we go all the way down and around and under all this crap where my arms don't fit. So trying to get clips like this off, that green part right in there, is exactly why people drive Toyotas. So if you're a Ford engineer and you're watching this, there's a little tip for next time. Better engineering. Finally got it out. So they have these types of clips on them, like that. And when it's in the car, let me show you. You see that? These things are actually pushed. I mean, if you can get to them, they work great, but let me reset it here. So right here, it's got this tab and it pushes over like that. And all you got to do is just, and it locks into place right up like this. So you got to push it, bring it back and push it down like that. And then you can get it off, no problem. But I used a little pick tool, pliers, everything else. One side of this is like pretty chewed up, but it is what it is. Hopefully the new one goes on. It's a little different design. Where is the new one? So this end is a lot differently designed. It's just a push on and click and you're done. So out with the old, let's get the new one installed. Let me get the camera in there and I'll show you exactly where this thing hides. So if you can see, it's all the way down in there. It's barely poking out right now. It's actually really hard to see on the camera. But it's down in there. Let me see. Can I adjust the light a little bit? So you can kind of see the bottom of it. This hose is in your way. But it's right there. You could take off this whole water neck assembly here. You're gonna lose coolant. Maybe even the alternator down there to help you get to it. I got it off without doing it. Just a little bit of patience. So just to put the new one back in, you just reverse the operation of what you just did. Shouldn't take you but 20 minutes. It's actually a pretty easy job. That's the hardest part, is that little clip. But hopefully I explained enough of it, and that way you understand how it works so you're not breaking anything else. Now before I put this thing back in, is what I do want to show you is that this did come with a new bracket. We're going to get rid of that. We're just going to use the factory one that's in the car. There's no point in replacing it. Well, I just got home from work. I put about 500 miles on the Ford, and there's no check engine light. So that's my proof that this was the fix to fixing this car, just your Evap purge. And that's how you fix a P0456 code on a 2014 Ford Fusion with a 2-liter turbo. And it actually probably goes for, that code will probably be for a lot of the same Ford models or very similar Ford models. I think the codes are kind of generic. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thank you for subscribing.